Are you drowning in textbooks or feeling overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information you need to memorize? You're not alone. And there's a better way to tackle your studies without losing your mind. Mastering medical school is more than just attending lectures, attending postings, reading textbooks. It requires deep understanding of complex concepts and effective study techniques to help you ace medical school. Now, one of which is making your notes. Literally very effective. Now, for me, for one, I don't like to read things that are written in someone else's handwriting. If per se you give me your notes or you borrow me your notes, I will literally copy out your notes in my own handwriting in order to help me assimilate it better. Now, if things are probably in a textbook format, I have to read it, understand it, assimilate it, and write it out in a language I understand, in a format I understand. Now, there is a particular way I prefer to form my notes: bullet points, important ideas, important points. And literally when I read those things, even by writing them alone, I have an idea of what, like, it sticks in my brain, it sticks in my memory. And whenever I come across something like that again, I'm immediately reminded that I had written something like that in the past. I don't know if this helps, but literally it is true. If you're in class, if you're in lectures, you have to write your own notes. If a lecturer is talking or speaking to you and maybe he says important points, important ideas, and you need to put it down at that point. Make your own notes, form your own note. Don't rely on other people's notes to help you ace medical school. It's hard. I know people that don't like to write. I know people that don't like to even carry a book to school. Please carry a book. Write something down. The next thing is spaced repetition. Repetition helps. It helps. The human brain is literally programmed to forget. The human brain is literally programmed to forget. You tell me something now, I go out there, I replace it with another very interesting idea, because why should I be memorizing all these very difficult things? Spaced repetition helps. If you've read something today, give yourself like 3 days or something like that, or 2 days. Read it again. Is to help you memorize those things. Now, for some other courses that seem a bit abstract, I'm talking about for the pre-med students now, like biochemistry and the likes, and you feel like it's almost impossible to memorize or know these things by heart, read them over and over again. The next point is teach someone. Yes. Anything you teach somebody else, you literally are teaching yourself. You're literally consolidating that information into your subconscious. Anything you tell somebody about or you help them understand it better, you're literally doing yourself a favor. And I, for one, I benefited from this a lot, especially in my pre-med years and some of my clinical years as well. I taught people some kind of things. In my discussion group, I was always willing to teach other people. So yes, teach people. It helps the information stick better in your mind. The next point is group study, group discussion. Very much important. Like, very much important in medical school. Now, there are some rotations or some things you feel like you did so well, and maybe somebody else finishes that rotation and comes to you and be like, do you know this thing? And you don't. But it's the same rotation you did, but under different consultants or under different circumstances. And then you saw very different cases. So yes, group discussions are important, not just for class-related work. Fine, whatever topics per se that are being taught in class, you come together, you study about it, and then you consolidate your knowledge on them. Yes, but then clinical rotations as well, techniques, practice. Do you get all those things that you need to literally carry out in order for you to master them? ABC of resuscitation, examinations. You need your discussion group. You need to talk about those ideas, share what you feel like you're uncertain or you don't know, so that you're going to be corrected. Now, in medical school, it's important you talk. It is important you talk. If you're the type that you don't go to discussion group and you don't want to share ideas, you don't want to share what you know, maybe that thing itself you know is poison. Do you get that thing? You know it is the wrong thing. Yes, for some of us that didn't get the poison part, you need to be able to say things. If you feel like you know something, say it to people that want to listen to you. And then if you by any chance you're wrong or you need to be corrected, accept corrections and move on. Now the last point is self-testing. Now I for one, I organized some self-testing, some examinations in quotes for some people that were literally having challenges, and trust me, it did help them. By the time you give yourself some tests, you ask yourself, what's these questions, how am I going to approach them? Like, you put yourself in an examination environment and try to answer those questions within a stipulated time. Trust me, your brain will do tricks that you didn't know that they could do. Do you get? And they would even help you expose the things you don't know, the things you thought you knew you don't know. Do you get? So yes, test yourself. And this brings me to past questions. How do you test yourself? Probably there are past questions around, you carry them and then you practice on them. Or probably you finish a lecture and then you feel like there's some high yield points in that lecture or in that text. Yes, carry it and practice. Carry it and set examinations for yourself and ace them. By incorporating all these study techniques into your routine, they are literally going to be a game changer for you in your study life and help you set you up for success. I shared 5 common mistakes medical students make in this video right here. Now I need to practice this properly. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Peace.